Alright, good morning, everybody. If you're anything like me, you find APRS fascinating. However, whenever you have an HT, I can't keep up with all of the incoming packets. I just can't. And I like to know just how far out I'm reaching these people and how well my iGate or my digipeater is working. So in this video, I'm using PinPointAPRS. Now, one of the things I need to do before I go too crazy with this is I need to turn off my Wi-Fi. The reason why I'm turning off the Wi-Fi is I want to show you that I'm not using any kind of internet in order to get this to work. So if you've never heard of APRS, is basically a Windows application that you can use for any kind of radio as long as you have some kind of TNC or sound card connectability to it. I've done this with my VX6 HT. I've done this with my IC7000, which is an all-in-one or a shack-in-the-box radio. Also did this with my Yaesu FT857, and it also does not have any kind of built-in APRS into it, and yet I am still able to beacon out where I'm at, any kind of message I can send. Text messages through it. I can send emails through APRS as long as there is someone picking me up and broadcasting that for me, then it works. Now, one of the things I wanted to use or try to use as kind of an experiment is my Kenwood TH-D75. Pretty sure this will work with the D74 as far as functionality with Bluetooth. It seems to be pretty much the same. I'm not 100% on that because I don't have a D74. I have the D75. No wires, no internet. This is all over Bluetooth, APRS, the internal GPS on the HT, and the internal TNC on the HT as well. So if you want, it's free. Download it at APRS or PinPointAPRS.com. I'll leave a link in the description so that you can find it. But a quick Google search, if for whatever reason it's just not working. I'm not tech savvy, so I may mess up something or forget to put the stupid thing in there. I've done that before. Anyway, this is what it's going to look like. You'll go to download, go all the way down, download instructions. You can also, if you want to read more about it, as far as what it is, here's the description. You can go to a quick start guide. It actually gives you a lot better information what I'm going to give you. Let's put this aside and let's go to the application itself. Alright, you can see this is the newest version. This is version 2.1. And this is what she's going to look like. Let me zoom out. Again, this is all no Wi-Fi. And as you can see, I'm up here in the Northeast. I'm in New Jersey. I'm just east-northeast of Philadelphia. Starting at, actually, let's go at the very bottom. You can see right here I'm offline. My TNC is disconnected. My GPS is set through pass-through. APRS, IS is also disconnected. I'm not using IS and I'm not using iGate. And I have beaconing enabled. And how do I do all this stuff? Very simple. Start with tools, go down to options, or you can hit F2. I like the function keys because if you have a little quick cheat sheet, it makes all this stuff a little bit more convenient. Starting off, as soon as you open options, you start in the APRS tab, you put in your call sign. Call sign with an SSID. I've chosen SSID-7. Here's my path. You can change it any path you want. That's a little excessive. Let's do this one. And then you can do a position comment. I've chosen to put WinLink to give reply back for emails that I may have waiting for me on WinLink. Here's your symbol. I've just chosen the big old X today. Down here at APRS digipeater settings, you are able to enable that. I have it not enabled. And then go over here to your positioning, beacon positioning. I do have it enabled. It'll go every 30 minutes. You can change that to every 2 hours or whatever. But the rest of this is if you are traveling. I'm not going to be traveling at all. This is just me wanting to sit down in my chair, open my Surface Pro here, have my Kenwood TH-D75 next to me, and just see what all I'm picking up. Next on over, we have TNC. Now this is where it gets a little hairy. Again, the D75, it has built-in APRS. In order to enable that, you go into the function menu and select APRS, or you can selection KISS. In this particular setting, you put your D75 in KISS mode. If you put it APRS mode, it's not going to work. You will just get all your updates on the screen of your HT and those little beacon messages. And again, I'm not a fan of just staring at those and trying to figure it all out. I would rather kind of see it. This is the way I learn, and this is the way I like to receive information. So for TNC type, we're going to choose serial KISS mode. Now, if you want to try this with other radios, you can leave this unchecked. I normally leave it checked, but for the video, there is a bug in the APRS, PinPointAPRS software. If you have your TNC connected and you open the options window from the tools, you'll get an error and it will crash. So just for the sake of the video, I've left this unchecked. So checking it, unchecking it really doesn't matter. It's up to you. So for my serial TNC settings, my computer chose COM6 for the port. Yours may differ. This is for the Bluetooth function, and I think I had to change the serial speed to 19200. Everything else is default, and this is also default. I didn't mess with any of this stuff down here. For GPS, I have it set through pass-through. It seems to be working fairly well with me, so I'm not going to worry about changing anything. If if you're having issues, you can go into that quick start guide and try to figure that out. But this is how I have it set up, and this is the way it's been working. It's been using the GPS on my HT, or it might not be. Maybe I'm just lucking out and something is working right. Here, I've taken off my position. It says you can show your position. It kind of shows it as one of those little green flag dots, but I've turned that off for the sake of the video. Here's your APRS IS for iGate. Again, I'm not using any of this. All of this is turned off, and miscellaneous. Most of it is for motion stuff and internal software. All right, so with that, everything is set for me. I have my call sign in here with my SSID. I'm going to go ahead and click OK. Now, nothing has happened. You can see down here it's still set to disconnect. On your HT, again, you need to make sure on the D74, D75 that this is in KISS mode, not APRS mode. We're going to go up here to Tools, and now we are going to connect. I want to turn my radio up. I'm already getting positions. You can see up here at New York, I picked this one up. Now this is probably being passed through by my digipeater that's in the garage. Sorry, my digipeater that's in the garage. I like the little sounds that it makes. All right, I'm going to turn my radio back down. You kind of get the point. And remember, I was telling you about those short keys you can type. So if I wanted a position right now, I hit F1. If I want to send a message, F6, a bulletin, F3, etc., etc. So right now, I'm actually going to hit my function F1. Boom. There I be right here. Shows up my call sign, my SSID. And this is some of the other stuff you can do that's kind of cool. We'll do. All right, my timer there cut out. I guess I only had 10 minutes. But again, this is some of the other cool things you can do. You can actually click on this information and you can actually start tracking. You could do a tactical call, send a message. You can remove it from your map. Or you can actually go to QRZ and do a call sign lookup, center this guy on the map, etc. Some other cool functions here. We can come down here, and I actually have a last heard window. To get to this, you go to view. I have a last heard window. You can do a GPS window if you have an external GPS. If I click on this now, it shows up blank. You can do a comms monitor. You can actually see the traffic through text form, and events window, map scale. There's more options you can go through, but I'm going to go through the last heard. Here, your drop down. So we have 19 reports, position reports, excuse me. We have miscellaneous reports and we have weather reports. Under your messages, you can actually have an inbox and a sent items. Normally I go through and I delete all these, just I don't want them piling up. But you could again, you could do the SMS messages, send message via SMS. The only way it works now, I think you have to register a phone number with that with the new system, and that whoever, let's say you're going to message your wife or one of your kids, they have to go in there and they have to accept to be added to this directory. You can do email. We can do, oh, I just did the message again, didn't I? Sorry. There we go. We can send a message this way. I can't remember. Two space and do the subject. And then two more spaces. This is the body, I think. I could be wrong. But let's see. It's going out. It just sent.
You have new mail.
And it says I have new mail. Reopen that. Here we have messages. We have inbox. Oops. I have the acknowledgement, and I have email is sent to me on WinLink. And then I have a sent item. Again, just right click, delete it, it's gone. You can also forward messages, reply to messages, etc. I want to do another beacon. Still in the same spot. I am interested in seeing about moving this around, trying other places. But okay, this is PinPointAPRS used with. This time we use the D75. Again, if you have the sound cards, DigiRigs are real popular, real convenient. If you have an HT and you want to do this stuff with APRS and you don't want to spend money on the MobiLink, by all means, free software. Download it. If you probably already have a DigiRig for your HT. If you don't, I suggest you do. They also have. I'm going to mute the sounds as soon as I can find out where my mouse went. DigiRig has cables pre-made for just about every radio out there so far as I know, anyway. So it's a very cool setup, very cool feature, very cool system. And I enjoy it. I have a lot of fun with it. Again, send out bulletins, send out text messages, send out emails. It's a lot of fun. Get out there, get with it, and enjoy yourselves. You can leave comments if you want. I think I'm gonna have comments open. I doubt I'll be able to answer a whole lot of questions because this is one of those rare cases that I was able to do something quick and easy on for YouTube. Something I haven't seen yet with the D75. So anyway, there it is. I will try to get back to any comments or questions that have come out. And y'all have a great one and 73s.